What is up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one here in the car. And today we are actually working. We're doing favor. We're at the HEB here in Waxahachie, Texas. And yesterday I was here. I did pretty good for working a few hours. I made about 90 bucks. And the reason why I come to this location because it's pretty consistent. Like as soon as I got here yesterday, I got an order like within a few minutes of parking and everything. And I did about what 6 or 7 deliveries, like about 6 deliveries, I think, or 5 deliveries yesterday. The first few were pretty spread out. I did drive quite a bit, but the last few that I did when I was here were pretty close to the store. I could have kept going yesterday, but once I got to like around 4 o'clock and I did my last delivery, I was like, you know what? Let me go home, rest up, and get back out here tomorrow around the same time, which I'm out here now, because I got here about the same time yesterday. And as soon as I got like pulled up near the store, like as soon as I turned the app on and everything, it sent me an order. But it wasn't really worth it. This person wanted like 29 items, 43 units, and they only wanted to pay like $10. I'm like, I did one yesterday for 21 items and like 27 units for like $20 or 20 something dollars. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, granted, that's still kind of low for an order like that, but the order I got yesterday was just mostly like, I think the most amount of anything she got was like maybe 6 or 7 limes or something like that. and the rest of it was just like snack foods. Like it wasn't nothing big, no heavy lifting, no nothing. It wasn't like a crazy amount of waters or nothing. I think that order had like 1 case of waters and a 30 pack of beer. That's about it. And yeah, so it was kind of worth doing. Not too much, but it was still worth it to get the app's algorithm going for me. Letting them know like, hey, I'm here and I'm ready to work. Send them my way. And like around after lunchtime, like I started getting consistent with more orders. But if I get here early in the morning, I'll probably catch those bigger orders or maybe lighter orders and all that to get the app going. And of course, today is the day 2 of the World Cup, and I'm assuming that it's going to pick up quite a bit. I'm hoping, because USA does play today. Yesterday, Mexico played, and I'm going to tell you now, there was a lot of Mexico jerseys, and they won. My father reminded me yesterday that they won. I'm not much of a soccer person. I'm really not, but you know, as you know, I'm a wrestling fan, and for wrestling fans, is some of the biggest things of all the whole year, like WrestleMania for WWE, and then there's Slammiversary or whatever for TNA, and I think for AEW it's what, All In, like they're All Out or All In, one of those two is like their biggest one, because they're doing it in Wembley Stadium over there in the UK. So I understand, like, okay, it's a big deal for soccer fans because this happens every 4 years or something, and it's like their grand stage for all the best teams to come together and play to see who's the best. And of course, I understand the concept, right? Because when you got WrestleMania and all those other the biggest events for all these companies, is like that's their grandest stage. That's their place to say like all the best come here to wrestle. Like everyone says that, right? But I understand. It's like the Super Bowl. It's like all that stuff combined into one, because it's not just the U.S. that's going against each other. It's like everybody. But yeah, today is just gonna be like, other than that, like today is gonna be just one of those days where I'm just gonna be doing a lot of hoping to do a lot of deliveries. Hopefully I get a lot. Hopefully the pay is pretty good today like it was yesterday. But I'm going to be vlogging throughout the day, little clips here and there. Got the Meta glasses on because you never know when you'll need to turn them on and get some clips. But make sure you stick around for the entire vlog as we go through the day, just doing favor. All right, so we're back in the car. It's after lunch, obviously. I didn't really get to record anything that I was doing inside the store or anything like that. Pretty much when I got here, I waited about 15 minutes and got an order pretty quickly. And yeah, then I went to the first one, came back, got another. And after that, slowed down a little bit. I'm still here in the parking lot of HEB. If it doesn't pick up here in a little bit, I'm probably just going to call it a day. But I did go and eat lunch because I was kind of hungry. I didn't want to, be working on an empty stomach. That's the last thing I need right now, is to pass out when I'm trying to do deliveries. And man, I'm not going to lie to you, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have ate so much food. I bought an 8-piece combo from Wingstop. Better than what I ate yesterday, I'll tell you that. Yesterday I ate some Chinese food. I ate way too much, and I felt it like not that long after. So I said, let me eat a little bit lighter today, which I wouldn't really consider Wingstop lighter, but it's lighter than what I ate yesterday. I was going to end up going to McDonald's, but I'm not really a McDonald's fan. But they do have like a lot of promos in their app. Like I have a free sweet tea or a free large fry or something like that because of the points. If you're a parent, then you go to McDonald's a lot and you got to get them points on them Happy Meals. But they were going to give me some free, but when I was driving by for lunch, it was just like way too packed, and I said nope, not doing it. Went ahead and went somewhere else to get food. And now we ate, and we're just sitting here. And I just started watching a new show called Silicon Valley. I guess about a startup company with this one twitchy guy. I'm in the first season. I just finished like the third or fourth episode, and so far so good. And all I did was find it on TikTok, scrolling through, and found it and decided just to start watching it. And right now, as we are sitting here, my ex-wife is picking up my daughters that are with my mother right now, because I came to, obviously make some money. And, really, my kids were asleep all the day. My mother told me that they just woke up. Well, one of them had just woken up. And, I'm just like, wow, okay. And then my ex-wife told me that she was on the way. I was like, oh, okay, well, they just woke up. I don't know if their hair's done or not, but they're there. And she's like, okay, I'll be there in a little bit. I was like, all right, cool. And not much else is going on, man. Like today is just like me just being out here focusing on getting these orders, man, trying to make some money. Started off strong, like I said, but hopefully the day continues to be prosperous. I'm at that point where I'm like, you know what? If this takes me a little bit longer than what I planned, then I'm going to stay a little bit longer to try to hit what I got yesterday or more. Because I know like that people get home and all that, and right before they're leaving their house, they're probably going to do orders and stuff. I don't know how Favor does it, but other stores, I know when you're ordering through the apps and all that, they have a certain cutoff period. But I think with Favor, I guess it's just, put your order in and we'll find somebody to do it. So Yeah, but right now I'm just gonna keep waiting. Like I said, if I don't get anything, then I'm just gonna call it a day. Last thing I want to do is just sit here for too long and waste my time. But I will definitely be back in a little bit with some more of the vlog. All right, guys, what is up? Back in the car. Just finished up my day. When I was sitting there in the parking lot earlier, felt like no delivery was about to hit. I was like, man, it is slow. And then out of nowhere, I got an order, decent size, decent pay. Went ahead and took it, and I shopped the order, did the delivery, and then right after that, when I was done with that delivery, Favor did something crazy that I hadn't seen it do before. And it gave me an offer for something other than HEB, which was kind of crazy because that hadn't happened to me yet. I know that Favor does do other things than just HEB, but it hadn't given me anything other than HEB. So, yeah, it took me to Circle K. I did that order, and then it took me right back in the same area as HEB was. And I, took the order, delivered it, and right when I was done with that small delivery for Circle K, I got another good size order, very few items, really good pay. Decided to take that one. And then as soon as I was done with that order, like I dropped it off, another order hit. I was like, okay, I see you. You picking up now. You making me work. And in that order, I was kind of feeling the fatigue of starting my day early and then doing a couple of big orders in the morning. Like it all started catching up because I started feeling like my legs were getting tired. I was getting a little frustrated because on the second to last delivery I did, the person wasn't responding when I was telling them like, hey, you wanted X amount of this item, they don't have it. I sent pictures, I did everything I could, and they never responded back. So I said, okay, I'm gonna grab what I can and just go on about the delivery. And it is what it is. It's all good, but that's when I knew. It was like, okay, I might not do any more after this one. I'm tired. I want to go home. And right when I was done with that delivery, with the person that wasn't responding to me, another delivery hit my Favor app. It was, good pay, very little items, and I was like, okay, cool. So I went ahead and got that order too, and right after that, I ended up kind of on my way home. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna call it a day from here. I'm gonna go to the bank or to the ATM and deposit some money I got in cash, and then after that, go home. And that's what I'm doing. And I realized I was recording a vlog today, and I forgot to pick up the camera for the last part of this vlog. But yeah, man, everything's looking up. Yesterday, today kind of started off slow each day, but I've noticed that towards the end of the day, it started picking up. So I'm thinking that on days where I don't have my daughters with me, like I can just go all day to make up as much money as I can before I end up picking them up. So I'll be able to work almost all day tomorrow because I got plans tomorrow night. And then Sunday, I might do some afternoon runs, maybe 3 or 4, just to pick up a little bit of money, probably make up the gas. And then Monday, Tuesday, I can go all day both days. And then, of course, Wednesday, I got to double check with my ex-wife. But I think I pick up my daughters in around 1 about 1-ish. So if I don't have to pick them up, if I don't have to pick them up till 3 or 4, I might just go early morning and do deliveries and stuff for the app, you know, just to get some deliveries in. And then of course, I'll have my daughter's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days, which to be honest, if I can, I'll go do deliveries Thursday morning and Friday morning and possibly take the weekend off if I'm able to. But if not, then I'm gonna have to work. And you're probably wondering why I'm only working Favor right now. It's because obviously there's, on these other apps, there's a wait list and whatnot. So I'm kind of just waiting for the wait list to clear and for me to get accepted on some other apps. Because, you know, it is what it is. But other than that, just working Favor, man. Like, once it got busy, I started noticing the money started piling up. And honestly, I could have kept going. It's just that I was feeling kind of tired because I'm barely getting back into this. I'm barely breaking my way in. I haven't done these gig apps in a while. So obviously the algorithm or whatever you want to call it, it has to recognize like, hey, this guy's ready to work. Let's give him some deliveries. And I noticed that once I started doing the app more, like yesterday and today, it started giving me those deliveries. So, you know, that's where we're at. I'm getting the orders now. Hopefully it continues. And hopefully the pay increases on these deliveries. Because on some of them, it's kind of ridiculous how many items these people want and they're not willing to pay. It's like, bro, if you want me to go pick up all your goods for a whole month, it looks like, you might want to increase that tip a little bit, increase the pay, because I don't know, like shopping for everything is not gonna happen for $10. Like, I did orders with way less for double the pay. So, yeah. But all right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. I'm about to pull up to the house. I'll try to vlog some more tomorrow. That will most likely happen because I got to introduce y'all to the new lady I'm talking to, because yeah, she might be sticking around for a long time. Who knows? We gotta see how serious this gets. But all right, guys, I will holler at y'all later. Y'all stay safe. God bless and peace.